you're telling me that the master distiller doesn't have the name of the distilling?
No, it's Booker No is the master distiller at Jim Beam.
No.
And he created this bourbon and named it after his cousin Baker
Beam.
Yes,
Baker Beam,
who actually has the name.
Hey, there's a whole. Hey, we got
Baker Beam.
Parker Beam. This is gonna blow your
Parker's
mind. Ready
heritage?
for mind blowing? Mind blowing. Mind.
Are we starting the episode?
I don't know. Are we?
It's been started.
So we're live.
Yeah, we've been live. We've been live.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And we're back.
We're back
with another episode of Alcohol Content.
Been back.
You're here with Ryan.
That's me.
He's always been here.
Out
Been
here
back.
looking like goddamn Easter decorations.
Yeah.
He's a pastel Easter egg.
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, Rick is matching it with the blue.
Who's
Pink
dressing
and blue
me?
over here. And you got me, Austin. And today we got something a little special for you. We are doing 107 proof alcohols.
107 reasons to watch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be here a long time.
107 minutes.
So, Rick, what do we got in our glasses right now?
Well, what's already poured is Weller 107, Weller Antique 107. And so that's what's already poured. It is 107 proof. We've talked about this. So this is a wheated bourbon. It's wheated. It's obviously Buffalo Trace. They don't disclose the mash bill, but it is 107 proof.
So the reason why there are a couple 107s, which there aren't that many anymore.
There used to be
be a
more.
lot,
Yeah,
yeah.
there used to be more. So 107 proof. So honestly, we're only gonna. There's more than this, but we're only gonna try 3 this evening. And the reason that 107s used to be sort of like there were quite a few different whiskeys back in the day at 107 proof is it was 1962 where the law changed as far as the proof point that you could put the distillate into the barrels at. It's 120 for bourbon. It's 125 proof now today, but up till 1962, it was 110 proof. That was by law the proof that you could put the distillate in the barrels, and many people put it in at 100 proof. And so then with the natural Angel's share and all that type of stuff, many times it ended up right around 107
so
proof.
it was essentially their barrel strength.
Yeah,
of the
so
time.
it was what back in the day, before 1962, it would have been what we call barrel proof or barrel strength.
And the Angel Shares is just the alcohol that naturally will evaporate from the barrels. You can't stop it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so the water and alcohol, but water too. Yes, that evaporates.
Which had to do a little research on this, had to do a little Googling.
Google boy.
But when you put it in a barrel, the proof can either go up or down.
Or down.
And so I was like, how the fuck does that happen? Because alcohol evaporates.
Yeah.
It has a lower boiling point than water, which is why distillation can happen in the first place. But then it was like, so then why would the alcohol content go down? Wouldn't that always evaporate faster out of the barrel?
Yeah.
And so we were going back and forth on this and arguing with basically no information. And
I mean,
Best way to argue.
Yeah.
yeah, as most
everyone's
people
wrong
do.
and everyone's right.
Best way to argue, especially after tasting a bunch of 107 proof.
Yeah.
But essentially, alcohol, when it's put in the barrel, it's a big molecule. So the water is more likely to evaporate faster, which is why most of the time the proof goes up as it's aging. But if it's really humid and there's a lot of moisture in the air, then the water in the barrel doesn't leave as fast. So it can go down. That's why, like Scotch, a lot of times, because that's cooler and more
Humid.
more humid, it can actually go down in proof as it's being aged, which is interesting.
That's why I usually don't drink water, because bigger is better. And I'm going to drink whatever molecule's bigger, and I choose alcohol. So
Yeah,
Dude, you got some big molecules.
No, I got
going
some-
on.
Austin's definitely got big molecules.
I got some big molecules. I can smell these big old molecules right now.
It smells like big molecules in here,
So
for damn sure.
previously, Weller in particular, we didn't mind, but we also said not to go by it.
Well,
essentially.
it's good. I mean, my opinion of it is it's good. The Weller Antique 107, it's good, but many places it's extremely hard to get, and so now the MSRP on it is roughly $50. But right now, before I came over online, $150 online and stuff like that. And I know there's several states where you can get it fairly frequently, Ohio, Texas, and places like that. But many places you can't get it. So then even the retailers, when they do get it, they want to put food on their table, so they're marketing it. They go on the internet and look what's going for, so they're rocking it. So it's
one of the little convenience stores is like, $99.99 for this.
Yeah. If you want to see us, complain about Weller and the price, you can go ahead and watch our video, which is going to be somewhere at the top. We go through in depth into it. This episode, it's a 107. We're comparing it to other 107, so we'll see how it stacks up against.
Yeah.
So
I like it, but I think we can, and we'll determine that in this episode too. On should you go seek it? Should you go try to locate it? I mean, the nose I thought was. I mean, the nose is good. I mean, I like it. I like Weller 107 a lot.
Yeah, a little bit of like root beer kind of sarsaparilla, something on the nose on the back end. Nice caramely. A little bit of butter.
Little butter.
Butter.
What'd you get?
Yeah, the Wellers are thick.
Oh yeah,
they're thick.
These some thick boys here. Some big molecules.
Well, it's sweet. It's wheated, so it's fairly sweet, I think.
It's it's really pleasant on the nose. Like you can have anyone smell this and be like, well, that smells really tasty.
It used to be $30.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Oh,
solid.
For $30, it's
$30
all over it.
$100, $60.
Yeah, I mean, at its original price, it can go against Maker's Mark in that range. It's gonna just completely dominate. This is sweet, and then it has kind of a interesting wood back end.
Yeah, there's definitely some wood going on there.
I'm getting caught up on the wood for sure.
Yep.
I think it stops for me. It doesn't get too overwhelming. But the sweetness isn't very interesting either. It's just, it almost is kind of sweet to balance out that wood, and then it dies a little bit for me, at least on these first couple sips.
Yeah.
I get a little cinnamon. I mean, there's some interesting things going on. There's a little cinnamon mid palate back end.
I'm finding
there's
that
some
Buffalo
cinnamon.
Trace butter is a main theme throughout a lot of their distillate.
Dude, the yeast, man, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the yeast strain, and also I would say another thing
There's some
that
yeasty boys over there.
another string
Big
that
yeasty
goes through the
boys.
Buffalo Trace products is sweetness.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot
Which is
of
smart.
bourbon is sweet, but there's a lot. I mean, there's definitely a sweetness to
Pretty
Buffalo
much
Trace.
across all alcohol brands, the ones that are the most popular are sweet for whatever it is. Like, they know that. Because people don't think they like sweet shit. Some people think they are above that. Like, oh, I don't like fruity drinks or whatever. But then they'll go to the sweetest thing on whatever they're drinking. Because, like, Dom Perignon, Champagne, Moet, those are, like, literally the sweetest champagnes you can get within whatever category that is on the label. And people fucking love it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, especially we as Americans, we like our sweet is definitely different than a European sweet.
Yeah. If you say you don't like sweet, well, then maybe you should go try some, like, really peated scotches or something and deal with the iodine flavor, and then you can tell me if you don't like sweet or not.
Yeah.
Get some
Oh,
real
man.
weird.
I had so many people ask me for wine recommendations, and they're like, oh, I don't like sweet wine. And then I've learned really quickly. It's like, oh, what do you normally drink? And it's like those $7 red blends that are just dumped with sugar. It's like, oh, yeah, you don't like sweet wine, huh? Jesus Christ.
All right, so the Weller, I mean, it's what it is, right? It's hard to get, so maybe you go pick it up. So
It's the prestige.
yeah, it's antique.
It's good. It's good. I'm just not going to pay over $50 for Weller 107.
I'm not even
antique.
going to pay $50
So-
for it.
What do we got next here, Rick?
Well, we're talking about sweet, so I haven't had this in a long time, but it was not that sweet in my memory bank. And this is the dark horse tonight. It is pure Kentucky.
Wow.
So it's 107 proof because that's
XO.
that's the seam. Yes, sorry.
Because it's
XO.
extra old.
Yes.
Oh.
Now here's the thing.
Isn't that a Jim Beam thing?
This is a Willet. This is actually Willet Distill It.
what's
Willet Distill It?
Jim Beam Black, I think, has the XO or something. They have something weird with it.
The very old Barton.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
So
I've never had this before. I've
no,
actually never even
and
heard of this.
I have. It's a dark horse. It is Willet.
Wax.
It is.
It's
yeah.
fancy.
It's
It looks
so
cool.
the XO on it. It had a legitimate reason initially because it's not any longer. It was 12-year minimum distillate. I mean in the barrels. It was 12 years old.
Okay.
So it's no longer that, but it is truly Willet distillate now. It didn't
Willet
use,
distillate.
It didn't used to be Willet distillate. So this is a dark horse night. It's only in the lineup because it's 107 proof. They're not transparent, so there's no mash bill. There's no, they're not even transparent when they were being sourced or whatever. But it is Kentucky bourbon.
This
distilled.
smells like
Yeah.
a weird mix of old decrepit wood and Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. How about
I like me some
toothpaste?
Tootsie Rolls. What's
I
that?
do like Tootsie Rolls.
Toothpaste. It smells like a little bit of minty toothpaste.
Your toothpaste smells like that?
Wait. Paste or gel?
Paste. Like Costco.
Dude, this smells like a corked wine.
What?
What?
No.
Yeah.
This is like minty, but unpleasant. Like it smells toothpastey. It's not, and it even has the sweetness of like a minted toothpaste.
Like your Crest.
Yeah, Craig Crest.
I'm
or
not
something.
getting nearly as much sweetness on the nose as I did off the
Oh
Willet.
no. Well, okay.
I still
I
get
get
a
a
hint
different-
of Tootsie Roll.
I get it, and I don't disagree with that.
That I would agree with the Tootsie
Like the
Roll.
waxy, like a fresh open Tootsie Roll. Yeah.
Yeah. But then also like shitty
You rip
bark.
on Tootsie Rolls?
No comment.
No, there's like a weird bark.
I get some orange oil in there.
Wood and toothpaste.
Wood, toothpaste. We're all over the board, people.
This is
Wood,
like George
toothpaste.
Washington put some toothpaste on his wood teeth, and this is like he just let it sit there for a while. This is what came out. This is his spit.
He didn't know what toothpaste was. Did
So
you say this is spit?
I'm saying this is George Washington's spit. You know, you let it barrel in his mouth for a while because of the wood.
Did Abraham Lincoln stick his toes in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some big molecules here, boys.
I will give you that the nose is different.
It's strange.
For sure.
I'm gonna give a thumbs down on the nose. It's interesting, but I do not enjoy smelling it, and I've smelt it too much already.
Oh, just wait for the taste.
Oh, yeah. Very strange.
I was like, yeah, what's this dance you're doing?
This is
Doing a
me
little truffle shuffle?
pretending like I really like it.
Will it, huh?
So
That's
will it distill it?
unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
What? What?
Yeah. This is all right. Well, give me the price range on this. I think I missed that.
So I bought this for $39, but I
Okay.
checked today, and if I was to buy it today here in this market, it's $44.
Wowza. Wow. High proof,
107, yeah.
easy drinker. It has a high proof. Doesn't really bother me. The distill itself, it tastes low end. It tastes like a artificial sweetened bourbon. It's very. It comes off as fake. I don't enjoy it, and it's like the high proof is hidden, but it tastes like a bad mixed drink. Like you can, it hides the alcohol, but you can still
With
know
or
it's
without
there.
a roofie in it.
Yeah, you know it's there. You know the Mickey's there. I'm not enjoying this, and it's unfortunate.
But
This
it's
is
pure,
triggering me.
It's pure Kentucky.
I
XO.
you guess
snobby person.
I'm never going to Kentucky, I guess, because I guess I just got the full big molecule Kentucky experience, and I am not enjoying it.
And this is not 12 years anymore.
No,
So
it's
I'm
not 12.
assuming
It's not 12
it's
years
younger
anymore.
than that.
They are not like the mash bill is not disclosed. The age, it's non-age stated, but sometimes you can find out guesses. And I mean, there really wasn't even guesses on it. I will tell you this: that when it was 12 years, people talked about it being unique, but heavy, rich, like prunes and like different unique things, but heavier
This is
stuff.
wood, alcohol, and sweetener.
So this is one that maybe, like if you are John Wayne and have to have a bullet pulled out of your leg or something,
Yeah.
you'd
Yeah.
pull it out like that,
There you go.
like, and then take a
There's a
swig of it
use
or whatever.
for all alcohol, right?
Yeah.
I'm a little. I had higher hopes for the Dark Horse, seriously, because I'm always rooting for the sort of lower priced
This
one.
is no Katy Perry.
No, I like the blue outline. I don't mind what's going on here with the visual. I kind of like it.
Well, this is Kentucky.
Yeah, I guess I like the shape of Kentucky.
I like the shape of Kentucky. Well,
I like the way you're shaped, Kentucky.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a.
It's like a
Frankenstein
mountain.
dick.
It's a mountain.
I was gonna say this way, like
Well, I like upside down
Frankenstein dicks.
sausages. I like big molecules.
extraordinary
We already
bourbon
covered
has
this.
resulted generations master distiller.
Kentucky's got them big molecules.
I mean, you gotta. I'll give it to him with the blue. You know, with the Kentucky Wildcats and stuff. The blue they got going on.
this-
The blue wax.
It smells corked, man. It smells.
You guys are gonna
fucking-
force me to drink this, you sons of bitches.
So again, I will warn everybody.
Don't buy this.
No, we had it right after this because I'm not going to lie. I tasted it a day or two ago when it's like, I haven't had this in a long time. And I was like, ooh, this could be a Dark Horse pulling in, but it was just totally separate of anything.
But that's why we
else.
don't trust your opinion anymore.
I was questioning having the Weller first because I knew it was going to be the sweetest.
Yeah. Got a sweet boy.
Well, oh, that's really.
Please.
No, not luscious. Not luscious.
Yeah. Tell me your tasting notes.
It.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That last bit. I'm not even going to say it. That's almost like. Have you ever like thrown up in your mouth a little bit?
Oh no.
I just did.
Wow. Sorry, Pure Kentucky, Willett. I had a friend that actually was at the distillery and they poured their different products, and he said this one stood out for him. Now, he didn't say it stood out in a positive way, but he said it stood out. I assumed it was in a positive way.
Wow, this one really stands out. I hate this one.
The Weller makes that look like its little bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen,
And I
for
don't
those of
even
you-
love the Weller.
If you have a forced decision between Pure Kentucky and Weller, I would spend an infinite amount of money on the Weller.
Well, if you can't get Weller for $50 or less, you still don't have a bourbon, because I wouldn't say. I would
At
still
this
say
rate.
don't go out and buy
Yeah.
No.
this. That's sort of unfortunate.
Walking
I'm
traffic.
cost conscious, and I always like it when lower price stuff bats above. I would argue that maybe it's right after the Weller, but it didn't bat above.
It
so
just doesn't. It doesn't have any cohesion at all.
It's just it's alcohol. It's whiskey.
I would
At
rather
107
drink
proof.
just cheap vodka.
Yeah.
I think.
cheap vodka.
Give me Ancient Age
Well, yeah.
any day.
I would take Ancient Age over both these.
So I'm giving a little heavy, a little
Jesus
bit. I'm
Christ.
giving a little heavier pour on this for a reason.
I'll pour my
For a
own.
reason.
What are you doing to me after this show?
No.
Is this the one with the Mickey in it?
He's gonna show you his molecules.
They were roofied, remember? Wow.
Christ.
Yeah.
We've had this before. We spoke highly on it. It's Bakers from Jim Beam.
Are y'all
And this-
sleeping on Bakers?
This is
Yeah,
100,
people be
right?
sleeping on
Ryan said, "Are you sleeping on Bakers?" 107 proof. So
well, with the roofie in that one, you will be sleeping
Oh
on
yeah.
Bakers.
I'm about to be
I
sleeping
am
with Baker.
I am giving a little heavier pour. You do not have to drink it. As a matter of fact, I don't want
Cut
you
it
to
out.
drink it all at this moment in time. There's a reasoning to my madness here. Where did I put the plug?
Yeah, where's the butt plug?
The butt
If
plug?
you guys
there it
want to
is.
know where that comes from, our other episode
Yeah,
where we
hold on.
talked about Bakers, it's been marinating in Ryan's
Oh,
rear
for
end
God's
for a while.
sakes.
Oh, it's been.
Yeah,
Just
they age it in barrels. We age the caps in fun
It's been
places.
dehumidifying my
There we
taint.
go. Oh boy.
So it's our third 107. It's our
Moving
third
on.
107. Yes, so this
I
is
can't.
Jim Beam product. It is single barrel. It is 107 proof. The mash bill 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% malted barley. They changed this to single barrel in 2019. Jim Beam did. It didn't. It used to be small batch before that. Changed it to single barrel. Here's what I like about it. They're transparent. I've rattled off some stuff. Unlike these two, the Weller and the Pure Kentucky, and literally it's single barrel. They have the age for this particular bottle right here. It's minimum 7 years, and this is 7 years 2 months. They've got the bottle date and all that type of stuff.
Is Buffalo Trace transparent with any of their
mash
stuff?
bills? No. Now, there's many people, but you can at least get decent guesses that have sort of been triangulated out there with the mash bills or whatever. And we know that the Weller is the weeded mash bill, but I sort of like this. They're upfront with it. Jim Beam is, and so it's a single barrel.
This is their new bottle design too.
Right.
The old one looked very different.
The old one looked like a wine bottle or whatever. And again, that's before it was single barrel. So anyway, this I picked up for $62. So
it's a little more subtle on the nose compared to the Weller and even the Pure Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think it's struggling a little bit coming in last, but it's subtle and it's
a little muted.
Is
the nose
there.
is muted.
I think you can pick up everything. It's just the Weller comes so hard on the nose and so buttery.
Well, the Weller is so sweet, and then the Pure Kentucky was so shitty. Then this is like trying to make up ground right now.
Yeah, and I think it's making it up here. It's climbing that hill.
It's got, like you said, it's subtle and seems muted compared to what coming off this, but it's got all the right notes on the nose for me. How about anybody else?
I feel like they need a 12-year.
Interesting.
Well,
Baker's dozen.
Oh
Baker.
my gosh. Okay.
Well, that'd be 13 years.
No, but that'd be even funnier.
A Baker's dozen.
Yeah.
The Dirty Dozen.
That was Eminem's group. D12. The Dirty
There we
Dozen.
go. Some knowledge.
Really?
Yeah, D12.
Okay, so this is generational difference. I was talking about the movie with Lee Marvin, The Dirty Dozen. Classic. Go check it out.
Yeah. Well, that's what they also based it off of.
What's with Steve Martin?
I don't know.
But cheaper by the dozen.
There we go. Cheaper by the dozen.
I don't know, but I'm going to
Were you planning on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
The nose is
I
sort
was
of
like, damn, if you stumbled into that would have been amazing.
well, I don't know, but the nose is sort of muted, so I have to Roxanne this one. Come on.
How old are you again, Rick?
Yeah, we did just.
Jesus Christ.
That's a great movie. Steve Martin, Roxanne, check it out.
So
You young whippersnappers.
I'm getting like the classic bourbon smell. A little bit of caramel sweetness. Like kind of some lighter notes, but nothing is standing out to me right now. I think my nose is a little bit burnt out. I mean, we're sniffing 107s consistently here.
Good point.
You're taking bumps off of some 107s.
Yeah, this White Lightning is tiring me out here.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little exhausted. This is like three quarters of the way through the night, and we're re-upping here. So, have you guys tasted it yet?
If you
Are
got
we
a
seeing-
question, I can get my magic 8-ball for you.
I do believe that this is probably the oldest age. It's 7 years, 2 months. We know exactly. This is the Weller is purported 6 to 7 years.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And then this used to be 12. We don't know what it is. Zero transparency on the Pure Kentucky. So Jim Beam's got their Bakers. And again,
This almost needs to be aged less. This
Whoa, slow down there, Pure Kentucky.
The Pure Kentucky, it feels like the barrel took over that whiskey. It probably needs less aging.
Yeah, it needs to not be bottled in Kentucky.
Or better barrels or whatever they're
Put
doing.
that anywhere else.
I don't know what they're
outside
doing.
the blue line.
But change it.
goodness gracious, you guys.
Have you tasted the Bakers yet?
I just did. Yeah. And I'm gonna reserve comment till I have this. The first taste of any of these coming off, it's sort of like I disavow, and then the second one.
It's interesting. This lineup, I might have to go back on something I've said previously. And
In another episode?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
because
Were you a big Bakers fan?
Well,
In another episode, you were.
Yes, and I also
You're
thought
going
that,
back to sleep on Bakers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Not a hot take. You're not sleeping on this anymore?
Hold on. You guys are putting words in my mouth.
Definitely. That's what we
Okay.
do.
That's
That's
not the
remember,
only thing.
roofie.
Yeah.
It's not the only
I
thing going
can't
in your
have
mouth.
this many molecules at the same time. God damn it.
We just roofie each other and then put words in each other's mouth.
Yeah.
Well, for just words.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that Baker's is not bad, and I'll have a second taste here in a little bit. But if I'm going to give a hot take off of everything we've tried so far, I think I'm giving it to Weller on this lineup.
I have a hot take. I'm sweating. It's so
Give you these hot
goddamn
molecules.
hot. Dude, I'm having a hot flash.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Even with the air conditioning, huh?
The 107.
Well, that's true.
These like pouring 107 out of my pores.
Yeah, these probably aren't summer whiskeys.
No. Welcome to menopause,
There's
right?
like a sheen on me.
The machine.
Yeah, everyone can see it. It's glowing.
The machine.
You're glowing. It's like you're pregnant. You're going through menopause and you're pregnant at the same time. Impressive.
I think it
would
all
be-
had to do with this.
I've gained more respect for you.
I think it had to do with this.
Once he pulled it out, that
was it.
That's my
the
IUD.
cork is loose.
The Baker's plug. I'm enjoying Baker's, but I'm not going to lie. Right now, this evening, profile-wise,
Yeah. I will agree with you.
the Weller takes
I-
it at this moment in time.
I disagree.
Of course you do.
well,
I to me, I still like the Baker's the best, because I don't have any problem continuing to drink this entire pour that you gave me. If you had given me this much of the Weller, I wouldn't want any more.
no,
I'd be done. It's
not
I
as
sort of
creamy
agree.
or thick
I
as
had
the Weller.
I had the third little dose of taste of the Baker's, and it's like, okay, now it's hitting home.
Yeah.
I mean, in a good way.
The Weller is, to me, that's sort of like a super rich, like chocolate mousse or cake or something, where it's like, that's really tasty. But now I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have a bite of this and I'm done.
Similar to Bland's.
Yeah, exactly. I would rather drink Blanton's than this.
Agreed. But I'd probably
But
have
the Baker's, I can drink more of this, and it feels more light and like easy drinking than
Right
the
now,
Weller.
for me, the Baker's feels like a straight shooter.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yes.
it's giving me the wood, but the wood doesn't take over. It's giving me the bourbon taste.
Caramel, vanilla, yeah.
It's hitting all those notes. It's just straight shooter. The Weller's a little bit more interesting, but, you can have less of it. Just it's a little bit too interesting in, like, comparatively. Like, the butter is heavy.
It's
right?
thick
Like-
and sweet.
Yeah. The pure Kentucky, like, I think that's going to be the winner for me. It's just like, I'm from Kentucky, I guess.
The
because
roofie's kicking in.
Yeah, it is. It's like
and
pure Kentucky.
Yeah,
pure
you're tripping.
Kentucky is just the best whiskey I've ever had. So, I'm
And we just released the episode where I had the shirt that said "Drive safe, don't rape."
yeah. Go
Damn,
back and
wow.
see that. Go find it yourself. I'm not going to advertise that one.
It's a good message.
I'm giving it to Weller this time. During Weller we were saying you can't be sleeping on Baker's. Well, I'll take the Weller.
Y'all still sleeping on Bakers?
It's true. Y'all still sleep on
seriously,
Baker's.
No, you're sleeping on Bakers.
the third sip, the Baker's definitely. But you're not wrong. This is not Baker's is not super like unique, but it delivers the proof, but not in a bitey, nasty way. It delivers all the classic bourbon notes at a fairly high level. I definitely liked the Baker's. I like the Weller too. The unfortunate part is if you could find it at MSRP, great, but many people can't. And so, yeah, the Baker's is still in it for me. What I just did was we could have. There's a Jim Beam's got a 108 proof. We didn't bring that. We could have. There's what's the mead the
Bellmead.
Bellmead has their reserve at 108.1 or 2 or whatever. Decided not to. So what we did is we're sort of getting a fourth. We have 3. That's all we have for this. for the 107 series, but decided to put a little water in it. We haven't done that very much. Americans tend to not do that. With Scotch, a lot of people do that. But the reason we put
That's
a little
because
water...
the Scotch are pussies.
Shots fired.
Oh, wow. Yes, exactly.
Shots fired.
The reason we did it is because Booker No, who's the master distiller for Jim Beam, made this Baker's in honor of his cousin Baker Beam, and Baker Beam himself. So who this is made after, the namesake of this,
Who the hell names their kid Baker?
Baker Beam himself.
Baker Mayfield,
He was honored to have a
the
bourbon.
greatest quarterback ever to have been in the NFL.
Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he got traded to Carolina.
Yeah, he had to go to a better place.
Oh.
From Cleveland. Oh, he just dissed on Cleveland. Oh my God. Cleveland's a great city. That gets a bad rap. I love Cleveland. I'm being
I'm
serious.
not trashing Cleveland.
You just did.
You just did.
I'm being ironic.
Oh, okay. All right.
The fans don't understand that, okay?
Anyway.
Baker Mayfield's fans don't understand it either. Like, I thought you were going to win.
Baker, I believe in you.
Got him.
You're in Carolina. Do it.
He's a big fan of this podcast.
So
Yeah.
so you're telling me that the master distiller doesn't have the name of the distilling?
No, it's Booker No is the master distiller at Jim Beam.
No.
And he created this bourbon and named it after his cousin Baker.
Beam.
Yes.
Baker Beam.
Who actually has the name.
Hey, there's a whole. Hey, we got
Baker Beam.
Parker Beam. This is gonna blow your
Parker's
mind. Ready for
heritage?
mind blowing? Mind blowing. Parker Beam is the master distiller at Heaven Hill.
Okay.
We're talking a fraternity here.
Yeah, we're
Like,
we're connecting the dots here.
there's a reason
This
that there's
is a conspiracy math.
Boy, you do have a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
Okay?
This is
It's like
this
there's-
is just big bourbon
Big bourbon
pushing
beam.
things on the masses.
Would you just?
Baker's big bourbon beam.
Hey, there's a reason.
At it again.
In the
Oh
park.
my God, I cannot.
Wow.
These guys are ridiculous. Here's the deal, Baker.
You gave me a brimmer of 107 Bakers. Like, what do you fucking want?
Baker, you put some water in yours, right?
put a few drops,
Baker
yeah.
Beam himself drinks Baker's with a
cousin.
splash of water.
Yeah.
So who it's named after, he drinks Baker's with a splash of water. So basically, our sort of fourth bourbon is Baker's with a splash of water.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple water molecules in there.
Yeah, a little bit smaller than my alcohol molecules I put in there a little bit ago, but
It does change the nose a little.
it does. It actually opens it up.
It does open it up. Yeah.
And so, to be fair,
Give me the science.
I want to apologize to all of Scotland for calling the
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you better go with your tail running.
Wow.
Wow.
Freedom.
I mean, they're putting water in 80 proof stuff. Relax.
No, well, maybe some.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. But when you get over 100 proof, especially, adding a couple drops of water is completely fine, completely respectable for any
small
whiskey.
molecules and big molecules can mix every once in a while.
There's
Yeah.
yeah. So, and sometimes, honestly, it brings out different things in it.
Some people in Scotland do like half and half, like one shot of water and one shot of scotch, and that's wrong.
Well, they're
That's
not
just-
alcoholics.
Yeah.
They're from Scotland.
So
That's inherent.
Did you taste it?
I did taste it.
I'd like to apologize once again to Scotland.
Maybe the cousin Baker has a little something going for him because I'm liking this much more than I did a little bit ago.
So that could be that he's
does
had
release,
3 or 4 mouthfuls of a 107 proof
So
dram.
if I use
or it could
Ryan's
be-
math, I'm a little bitch. that's what we figured
Actually, to
out.
tell you the truth,
You didn't need my math for that.
I had a first taste of it. That's pretty luscious.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, you guys back to waking up to bakers, or what's going on here?
This reminds me of the old bakers I had, episodes ago, however long that was.
Then he out here went to sleep.
I didn't go to sleep.
That smells really good.
Now
It's pretty tasty.
Now you're getting woke. You're getting woke.
Jeez.
Woke me up on bakers.
I mean, this is probably the most woke podcast out
Definitely.
there.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. As a matter of fact,
That's why we reject the Scotch.
That's why I just apologized twice to Scotland.
yeah, but we also reject them.
I mean, yeah.
would you?
And I called them Scotch, by the way. I didn't call them Scotland. I said
Yeah.
we reject the Scotch.
Well,
Yeah.
Scotch are people from.
But you
Or
wouldn't call them
cookies.
Scotch. You'd call the alcohol Scotch. Scottish.
Scottish.
You'd say the Scottish. I called them Scotch. So what have I done? I feel like I've broken the space-time continuum.
Yeah, sort of have, perhaps.
The Hadron Collider is certainly fucking with my...
well,
I'm trying to make a joke about butter for butterscotch,
Yeah, continue.
but
Please.
I couldn't wrap it around.
you couldn't wrap it around.
Let's just throw it on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping that one of you guys could think of something.
Yeah.
Be clever.
But her Scotch?
But her scotch?
Yeah. But hurt Scotch.
Butter.
Save us. Someone save me from this. Oh, okay. Rick
There we
running
go.
around.
We got it. We got it. We
Butt-
got this.
butt plug.
This particular cap. This is.
What has happened to this?
End the podcast.
What?
End it. End it.
End it.
I'm closing the doors.
You look like you're sleeping on Bakers with that.
Yeah, you look like you're sleeping on Baker's there.
Baker's is gonna put me to sleep.
All right. So Bakers with a little bit of water. I'm a fan. I think it starts taking up on Weller, but Weller is a little bit more interesting in this current state, in my opinion.
It's better than Weller.
All right.
Ooh,
It's better than Weller.
that last bit of Baker's
Yep.
with water. Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon.
Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon.
Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon.
All right. There you have it, folks. Go out, try them. Maybe not try Pure Kentucky.
Or maybe not all at the same time when they're
Yeah.
107 proof.
Weller could be interesting. Bakers, don't be sleeping on Bakers, okay? Now, you like this episode, you subscribe, you like the video, okay? You're tired of watching us? We are on your earhole podcasts. We are on Spotify. Check out everything. We're pretty much on everything, okay? Other than that,
You gotta listen to the pod on the pods. The AirPods.
pods on the pods and the pods and the pods, okay? The big molecule pod energy. All right. Any final comments? Doesn't matter.
Groups of whales listen to our pod on AirPods.